Hello, Malcolm, and hello, everyone else. Welcome to episode 10 of Planetbase. I've been fooling with the sound settings a little, really hoping this is better. I mean, my equipment just has limitations, but, So we're going to jump in right where we left off, and actually, I was playing a little... Well, it wasn't that late at night, but I was playing a little tired yesterday. And so, I've got a pretty good idea of where we are. But I'm going to have to look around the base. I think we were tight on food. It was just recovering, and we were watching biology. We have not built the bar yet for them. I'll pop the tops off. Really like to get rid of that storage. I wonder if I turn it off, if they'll stop putting stuff in it. It could be that if I turn it off, they'll stop putting stuff in it. It's got airlock access. I could take it out. See, this is something I contemplated doing off camera. I do not like reloading. I'd rather play it through and see if I can pull it off and just whatever. But I'd like to get rid of that and either replace it with something larger or with, like, another infirmary or a larger lab or... I don't really know. It's now that I've got a massive storage patent, having a medium storage building is lame. Our grid looks empty. Our grid is not empty. Our grid is not brilliant. There's no wind though, so it's alright. And again, we need the massive solar panel and Goliath turbine patents pretty heavily here. This will be the first Goliath. I guess we'll pull that out, pop a Goliath in, and then we'll run off and pull two of these out and pray we make it through the night kind of thing. Put another Goliath. That'll be the way that goes, I hope. Unless we all die. I really hope we don't all die. There's a bit invested in this base in terms of effort now. Where's our stocks at? See, yeah, food's not brilliant. Hot meals are great. I think the veg are so much lower because I put in the extra meal makers. But that's fine because that's to handle capacity, right? Like, we need that. We have more people. We're a little short on sleeping quarters as it is. Oh, I could pull a dorm and make it large. That's a good idea. What do we got? We got steel. Well, we'll get some bioplastic back from this, so. Dorm medium, and there is a dorm large. So I can rip that out and put a large one in. Right now. Ho, 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 ho. And look at all that delicious stuff that comes out of it. So as long as there's no solar flare, we'll get that stuff in. And I don't think they have a lot else to do. They're pretty busy. How's the bot situation going? We're still at 9 bots. I wonder if we'll peak out at 9 with this level of bot manufacturing. There's another one just on the way. That's nice. I loves me my bots because they really have very little cost. They don't seem to use any electricity. Their self-repair station does. It consumes. Look, it's in use. Oh, it consumes 3. Robotization reached. Oh, if you have 10 robots, you're robotized, eh? Well, I think we want more robots than 10. I'd like a robot servant for every colonist, massage their cuticles and make their bed for them and do half their work for them and generally say, "Hello, master. How are you today?" That's a pretty bad computer voice. These are future bots, and they would probably speak in dulcet tones and converse wisely on topics which they're familiar with. Up to the mountaintop. Up to the mountaintop. Oh, it doesn't want to let me up there today. Okay, so we don't have a bar. We just ripped out a dorm. That's going to really annoy them. But if they get that cleared up fast enough, zoom and save game. If they get that cleared up fast enough, then they'll get a dorm. Looks like they're going to go through a night without a dorm because they're not getting that cleared up too fast. In fact, it's only bots coming to do it, looks to me, which is fine. That's the sort of work bots should do. Here comes someone. And people are slower anyway, right? Wilmer Calderon. I don't think I've seen him before. He's doing his job. Yeah, get that stuff out of there, guys. Good job. Back down to X1. And now we'll see if we can jam that large dorm in there or not. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit, and we'll do something about the situation. But, look, it fits. It fits just fine. So we're going to bang it in. Great, great. That's great. So that gives a little more bed space, and that's okay for a dead end to be there. That's fine. Still love to get rid of this. 87% full. A useless building that is. Well, actually, no, it's in use. But, hey, I'm getting less nervous about meteors. I must be having a good day. Now, we're not open to colonists or traders right now, because I want some overproduction and stuff to happen before we take people in. We might have to take in workers. I see that ore production is lagging behind steel. I'm okay with that. There's a little extra steel from demolishing the dorm too. Bioplastics and starch. It looks like I got enough starch. It's going up. Looks like I put in enough starch. And we'll just review those biology domes. Oh yeah, we're definitely running into some maintenance here. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. We'll see if they continue to handle it. I think I've managed to localize their work pretty well. They've got their lab, their dome, and, you know, a place to eat and a place to sleep right beside all their areas. So, in fact, they're getting pretty high efficiency if they choose the right bunk to sleep in and if they don't get distracted carrying stuff around the base and so on. Which they will do. I mean, they're good. Yeah, we got lots of Zeds on people, and I bet we got... No, the dorms aren't quite full. But definitely we're going to really need this sleeping accommodation. Maybe they're just working on Zeds because I've got a build going. That's quite possible. As always, I hope I'm actually recording. I hope this sound setting works, too. For anyone else out there who's using this software, I've got a little Logitech webcam, B910, and oh man, the power situation is dire. And I'm using open broadcasting software, and right now my settings are 37 gain on the mic and mic boost 2, and I'm still pretty close to clipping out. I went back, turned off the mic boost, put my gain up to 97 where I used to have it, and it was, yeah, maybe a little on the quiet side. So I put the mic boost back on, and then, see, it's X2, so you'd think if you put it on 50 that would be the same as 100, but it doesn't seem to work that way, or at least, I mean, maybe I don't have the best ear, but I'd be using my headset mic, but I can't figure out how to do direct game recording on this, and I do want at least some of the game sound in the background for you guys. Personally, I love the music. I don't know if you can really hear it. You can let me know in the comments if you want that up or down or whatever. But, yeah, I'm trying to balance it as best I can. My desktop speakers aren't what you might expect. They belong to a 1995 Hitachi, what they used to call a mini system. Has a 6 CD changer, a tape deck, radio, all that stuff. None of that works anymore. All that's broken. But like very few ghetto blasters, showing my age, very few mini systems, it has an auxiliary plug. And so I'm quite able to use it as a computer stereo, and the speakers really aren't bad. I mean, the tweeters are shot from gunfire, from years of gunfire on the computer. I mean, this thing started its life as a house stereo in a rental house that me and my ex were sort of landlording and living in at the same time, and it received a proper thrashing there. There's still some pretty good CDs buried in this thing. There's no way to get them out barring disassembly. I think my Black Star liner is in there. Electric Music for the Body and Soul or something like that. Really quite a good disc, or I remember it being a good disc. Sometimes you go back and listen to what you liked and you're just like, what is that? What is that? And sometimes you go back and you're like, I'm so glad. Okay, so I still don't get the extra bed in. As you can see, I probably didn't get the spacing perfect. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what, we've got 7 in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here. Okay. It's semi-worth it. It's semi-worth it. If I didn't have all this power gear rigged to this one... Oh, I could just build a connection like that. And then I'd be able to demolish that out and replace it too. We'll think about that later. I'm pretty satisfied with that expansion. That probably draws more power too. What's the power draw? 2.5 versus 1.5. So yeah, it adds a megawatt, and we're not that hot on power, are we? No, we're not. We really could use a good day's generation of power here, or we're gonna run out. And the wind is just dead. I'm sort of tempted to disable useless grid structures. Well, the day's starting, we've got solar coming in, and the wind is slowly picking up. We're still not generating what we need. I want that Goliath turbine patent super badly, eh? There, we're into the positive. Alright, we're into the positive. But our collectors are just drained, eh? Just drained. We have a goodly number of collectors, but the base grows, the power needs grow. End of story. You have to keep pace. And I really would like to get some of those Goliath turbines. How's the spares situation holding? Spares are great. Spares are great. And yeah, as I said, I put manufacturing limits at 20 on them, and they are going to go over because they will just manufacture enough to get ahead of the game. Semiconductors are ahead of the game. Now that's cool because they build lasers. We could use a second laser and a second scope. We're not quite there yet. And they build guns and they build bots. So, all needed. Hot meals are steady. Food is slowly building up. Let's take a look at the biology section. Still got maintenance. Here we are, middle of the morning, and still got maintenance at biology. But they're totally on the job there. Oh, we lost a robot. CR3. So how many does that leave us with? 9 probably. Oh no, we're up to 10. So we are accruing robots. We are accruing robots. That's very good. That will take work off colonists. The grid is still really empty. Generation's nice. But we're not filling those cells enough. We need more generation of power. Yeah, we're going to have to throw another darn windmill in. I'll do it over here. I'll do it right over here. Got decent airlock access to the area, and we can just replace it with a Goliath, as I said, which we will do. I do want the base to be able to slide through this zone, though, so maybe I'll just jam it on here. Kind of want those solar panels gone. Well, isn't that confusing? Because I want the base to come out this way, and I probably want those solar panels out of here. How can I do this? I can still demolish the solar panels. It's going to be very complicated getting that dealt with. So we'll get this turbine in, and then I guess maybe all 3 of these units will get replaced by power collectors at some point. We'll just keep this set up and we'll double connect it later. But we'll just replace these with power collectors later, and we'll get more generation in when we get those patents. In the meantime, we'd better do something. We're in trouble. We're going to shut down the base. We need to fill the cells. So we got 20 on shutdown. And that brings everybody inside, and that probably is really bad for everything. Like, really a disaster. No one can do anything when we're in this shape, but will they build while they're disabled? That's a good question. Well, CR whatever, or CNT whatever it is, yeah, they'll build while they're disabled. Well, I'm kind of glad I did this. We can't do this for long enough for anything to die or anything, but boy, we don't have... Power was a little too closely balanced. I'm kind of glad I took a look at that, because I was building and building and building and doing stuff and so on, and thinking, okay, I got this robust power system in, but tell you the truth, it ain't that robust, and we're gonna have to re-enable the base really shortly. We cannot leave it switched off like this for too long, but we absolutely need to fill those power collectors so bad. Wow, like dreadful. And I think we'll try to put in another solar panel overnight We're just going to spend resources on that. We're going to stay disabled till we're looking at half power. If I've got half the cells full, then maybe I can feel a little more comfortable. They're being jerks about the wind right now. You got your random on that, I guess. Half a day with no power. Half a day with no power. Here comes someone to build the new wind turbine. And then we'll get another solar collector in. And when I see 50,000 on there, I'll turn the base on, I guess. And that might make it through the night for us. And they're getting that raised up. I hope he stays to build the connection. Sometimes they don't want to, sometimes they do it. Looks like he's going to. So that's great. Alright, that's good. That brings our generation up by a small smidgen. We're still not okay. We're now coming into real positive generation and coming up to 50,000. So there we are at 50,000. I'm going to re-enable the base. And yeah, we draw 151. So we're going to keep filling the cells while that wind holds. I'm going to stop panicking about the grid. Good thing we've got lots of spares. We're probably, yeah, if we add more generation, means more spares chewed up. Yeah, no doubt on that. That's kind of, yeah, carrying spares to solar panel. And yet we are adding more generation. Since we don't have the patents, we're going to have to go ahead and build these more wasteful type of structures. And just hope that all works out for us. We've got the steel to put that up. Save game while we're alive. And it looks like we are going to need another engineering workshop and some more engineers. Just no two ways about that, eh? Bioplastics has fallen off. Starch is steady. I'm going to turn on this processor and turn a maize pad into a high producer. Oh, you poor biologists. I'll just add a maize pad. That'll be probably simpler. Just pop this in. And hope that does it, because I don't think they want much more work. I mean, really, I don't think they want much more work. In fact, I think we might have to get some biologists. What's our stats on that? Let's take a look. We've got 16 workers, 11 biologists, 15 engineers, 4 medics, 5 guards. We need biologists and guards, basically. Let's bring in a couple biologists. Food stocks will hold. In fact, food production may increase if I bring them in. It might well be that we will end up with more food because the things are better maintained. I don't know if their production rate changes when they're on low maintenance. I suppose it might. That's not something I've taken the time to observe, because it would probably be a little difficult to figure it out. Well, we'll get those biologists in. Okay, and how's the power? Yeah, again, we're just on the edge with generation here. So glad we threw in the extra turbine and panel. That's going to suck down a lot of spares. That's okay. Look at that, we're going to have it up by morning, if we're lucky. Yeah, there goes a constructor bot just to take care of it right now. And he's in decent shape. His body's wearing out, but he's had recent maintenance. He's oiled up and working properly. He won't last long, and that's probably our only constructor bot. Yeah, that's our only constructor bot. Well, he's done yeoman service. I don't quite know what that means. A yeoman is like, I don't know, a servant of the crown that guards and takes care of forests and stuff, I think. Did he stay to build a connection? Yes, he did. What a good little fellow. What a good little fellow. I like the little lights on the energy pads. I mean, they're default on, so you build a solar panel at night and it lights up, but all the same, it's pretty cool. And water is great. Power is terrible. Power is going to make it. We're going to be okay on power. Well, yeah, it is pretty close, but we've got lots of storage and we have jammed in a little more production. So I think we'll make it through, and we can't really handle the spares drain. We need those patents. We need those patents. We have a little money, 528 money. We're slowly building up a tiny bit of trade goods. Boy, so if I blow that storage up, then everybody's trucking goods through the airlock. It's pretty funny. How full is it? 70%. I might blow it up. This one's not full. And what if I can't put anything useful in there? I mean, ooh, further engineering space, actually. Oh, no doubt. No doubt, no doubt. So engineers work here, and engineers work here, and engineers work in the control center. They're pretty distributed. We've got 2 factories and 1 processing plant. And how are we doing on that? We're slow on ore. Our steel is kind of bouncing around. We just used up a lot. So I guess steel production is solid. Semiconductors are solid. Spares are solid. When are we getting our biologists? I don't want to miss the ship. They don't announce the colonist ships. Check the stats there. Yeah, they didn't come while I wasn't looking. I'd like to blow this storage up. I really would. 64% full, and they're taking more out of it. Like, it's really a good time here, isn't it? Oh, let's do it. Oh God, yes! I did it. Hopefully they can find the airlock. If they can't find the airlock and I ruined everything and I've got bots lost outside, or if they don't take away all this stuff, then I'll be tempted to reload. But as I said, I don't like reloading. I like playing through. I like seeing how it goes. Make it more real. And we get 2. Perfect. Turn off colonists. That's great. Just the folks we were looking for, and they're already on their way in. There's Amberly Bryant and Gustavo Davies, our new biologists, and they are going straight to work. There's Amberly. Oop, Mister. There she is. Yeah, they're going straight to work. Great. Oh, and it was getting a little urgent, wasn't it? I wonder if they'll be able to hack it. Well, if we see too much trouble, then we'll just get more biologists. Gustavo Rangel, longtime base employee, and, you know, multiple injury victim, if my recollection serves me correctly. He's really taking a pounding for the team out there. Like, this must be his 4th broken limb. Or 3rd, maybe. 3rd or 4th broken limb for Gustavo there. Dude, you know, like, seriously. Well, he's going to get treatment and care. We've got medics and supplies, so that's all good. He's going to get cared for, and then he'll be back to work. He does his job, so Gustavo's may be clumsy, but Gustavo works hard. Gustavo works hard. Whew, that was close, right at the control center. Could have lost a guard and an engineer. Wow, look at it. It's just like it's sitting on. It's actually gotten inside the outer workings there. Well, one of my assumptions is that whenever bots are idle in a hallway, which you'll often see them doing, whenever bots are idle in a hallway, what they're actually doing is cleaning or checking maintenance. So that could be, you know, like some idle bot would actually check the cracks that would have occurred in the dome or something. I don't know. The game doesn't support that level of detail, and that's fine because I have a pretty inventive mind. As long as the game gives me a nice framework like this to work inside, I can really get into the feeling that something's really happening here. I mean, what is it but a dance of electrons in some little tubes, in the intertubes? But what are we but a little dance of electrons? And I steal that from the excellent Stanislaw Lem. I recommend all of you grab something of his and read it. And don't start with Solaris. It's a bit difficult, and the movie was an awful ruining of the book. Start with some of his lighter stuff, the Siberiad, Mortal Engines, the Pirks the Pilot books. Start with those. Those are really good, and they stand the test of time. They do stand the test of time. Let's see. We're cruising along. Well, ore's down. Ore's down. We might have to bring in workers for the mine. Unless we somehow buy a driller bot patent. Right. Okay. Well, I want us to take care of this little mess that we've got here. How fast does this stuff wear out? Fine. It's not going to go bad. It's cold out there. Why would Vitrameat go bad? It's a frozen planet, right? Alright, since they are going to take that stuff and keep it, the lasers often do a little malfunction thing when you save or pause. They'll, like, get a little wacky. It doesn't seem to do any harm. Yeah, they are going to take that stuff away, and then we're going to see if we can't either put in a larger storage or put in another useful item. It's a pretty good place for a storage. It may have been a mistake to pull it out, but it was pretty much full. As soon as we've cleared that off, I'll let trading resume, and we'll try to get some more patents. As to building out right now, well, when we've got that stuff cleared away, we'll come to some decisions about where the next build out occurs. We're going to have choke points. Semiconductors look like they're steady, not climbing. And bioplastic is climbing, starch is holding. How's biology doing with their work? They're doing a lot better with the extra staff in. At least it seems like it. I mean, they come and go. But they're doing much better with the extra staff in. Food production is fine. That was loud. Starch is slow. Maybe I'll put in another maize pad for the devils. We've got a little space left, so put in another maize pad. Put in 2 more maize pads. Because they're slow to grow anything, the maize pads. And it looks like we need starch. Spares are okay. Spares are holding. Are they ever going to get rid of this stuff? Yeah, the bots are on the job. How are we doing for bots? We're at 10 still. So, well, I guess the constructor bot probably died by now. No, the constructor bot lives on. So bot production may be leveling off. At 10. Definitely need to expand our extraction and engineering capabilities. Since ore is lagging so far behind steel, I think one of our solutions will be to bring in workers. Or get that blasted driller bot patent. I mean, our mines are manned. They are. Our mines are manned. And that little self-repair station is pretty busy. I might add another one. What am I on? Fast forward for? Oh, getting rid of this stuff. Getting rid of this stuff. Yeah, I won't even ask for a self-repair station till we're clear here. Come on, guys. I know it's hard work, and I know there's only one airlock to do it. And where are you going? Oh, spares, of course. Wind turbine. What a route. What? This guy is going for a serious hike. Don't run out of oxygen, little buddy. What the hell? I guess he felt like a little outdoor time. Maybe that helped with his happiness level. Okay, 2 boxes left on the ground here. And carry bots are coming, so I'm not going to recycle anything. I'm going to let them get it all because, yeah. What was that last box? Just out of curiosity. Spares. Okay, now we're going to see. First, we're going to test how big a storage we can stuff in there. That's nothing. Only the small one. Only the small storage fits in there, so we're going to do some other plan with that. What's our O2 looking like? Oxygen's pretty good. Power's great. We fixed it. We fixed it for the moment. Water's fine. So I could add a biodome. I could add engineering capability. I could add processing capability. Well, just make sure we don't block the airlock access to it and keep it in mind. We're getting a little steel up now. Okay, I can switch trading on. And pretty soon we'll put down the bigger pad. But there's this risk, like, Well, there's just risks with letting interstellar ships come in. There's several risks that you'll probably see as we play. So we're going to hold off on the giant pad for now, although I'd like to get it going. When we get that third airlock built and this area sorted out, we'll build the giant pad. And that's not too far in the future. So we could build another lab. I wonder if we could pack another lab and another infirmary into this same area. Build interior structure, small lab. How close can you make it? Now there's only going to be room for one building in here. There really is only going to be room for one building. So I can consider an additional lab structure, because that'll come. We're going to need it in the end. An additional lab structure over here, fill it with Vitromeat, fill this one with med production, and maybe put a second infirmary wing right in here. So let's see what size of an infirmary we can slip into this area. Oh, it won't connect to the lab, but it will connect to there. Oh, we can put a big infirmary in. So that might be worth doing. Yeah, okay, so I mean, they don't even have their bar yet. But we're going to jam this massive infirmary in and connect it to the oxygen generator right there. And then we're going to jam a small lab in over this way. Oh, sweet. Great placement, actually. You couldn't ask for more. And I'm going to waste lab space with the additional connection, am I? Yeah, I think I will, because I don't want people getting killed. They'll still manage to fit a good amount of Vitromeat production into that. So we're going to be pulling Vitromeat out of this lab and devoting it totally to medical. And we'll be devoting this lab totally to Vitromeat once everything's all built. And that's great. I mean, this is build out that was needed. This is expansion that was needed, and it's not a big deal getting it in there. Almost looks like I could jam something in there. Like, could anything fit in there? What's the smallest structure? Try to slip that small storage back in there. No, that's done. That's done. There's no more room in there. That's a touch of the old wasted space. Actually, a touch of the old wasted space. They are not going to need airlock access to that area again. But I guess they'll keep having it anyway because, you know, we need airlock access to all that junk. Spares are holding. Food is building up. That's nice. Because that's a trade thing. It's food building up. And our massive storage is 39% full now that we've pulled apart the little storage. Okay. Starch is steady. Bioplastic is good. Steel is fine. We're doing great on steel. Ore is slow. Semiconductors are bouncing around. They're like down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we are making bots, that means. We have 11 bots now. Ah, the bot fleet grows. And you know, that is something that will make this base able to function like this with less personnel. And since it's supposed to be a trading base, functioning with less personnel, it really works. Biology's still short-handed. We now have expansion capacity for veg production because we have our decorative tree pod here that visitors can come and look at, and the base people can get to know their trees as they grow. They're apparently extremely fast-growing trees. I mean, they claim these are all normal plants, but I have my strong doubts on that. Now, okay, engineers are having a lot of walking to do in their lives. Seriously, a lot of walking because oh no, their canteen's not too far and they can dorm here. Okay, I'm happy. Yeah, the two wings there are doing well, biology and engineering, and then we've got basically the third department is security and spaceport. Eventually I'll toss another security center somewhere else in the base. The idea behind that being to keep guards in various areas in case, you know, intruders get in somehow to different areas. And also it allows us to man more stuff. I don't have to put extra beds in here right now. I'll just put a couple in. There's a trader. Good timing, good timing. We've just settled down from building, so. What has he got and what do we got? He's got a GM tomato patent. I'm okay with our current food production. And I really want industrial patents. I really want the turbine, stuff like that. So we're just going to try and take his money off him. So his hold's already half full. So we're going to be selling really expensive stuff to take all this money. Maybe what I should do is see what I'm willing to sell. I can sell some veg, I can sell some meat, and then we're going to have to get selling real stuff. Because we just want this money. We're going to go ahead and waste base production on this money, so we can get the whole money now easily. We can put some of our stuff back. We're not going to spend 400 on GM tomato. I'd rather earn 127 on something else, you know. Okay. Looks like we're gonna just be great there. Okay, that's 3 cents over. Kind of a downer, but his hold's full. We get 127 cents, and we're not losing anything really serious. A little dent in spares there isn't going to cripple us. A little dent in medical supplies isn't going to cripple us, and the rest is fine because production's holding. So that's grand. Good, 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 good. So if massive storage is filled up to 41%, and we've taken away our little storage and made a bit too much open space for my liking there, I mean, but you can't furnish it with something. Okay, that lab's up. Good. We won't even bother doing anything with it just now. Because we'll choke out bioplastic if we build too much, actually. Steel is good, but we could choke out bioplastic pretty badly. What, you're going to leave without building that connection? Is it because it creates a trapped area? Is that the reason you won't build it? Well, maybe I should just recycle it. I don't want people to get killed in the lab just because of a connection. We've got that issue in engineering, like, okay, great, there's an oxygen generator in the middle, which helps, but a strike on a connection could, like if this connection was hit, we could lose quite a bit of staff. That's why I'm hoping to link the base into a full round thing here. I still really want to get out into this basin and build stuff in there. I just love it. Okay, well maybe on the next planet, if I don't get into this basin on the next planet, or on this planet, then on the next planet I'm going to just reload landing areas until I get something with a feature that attractive, because that's cool. I can just imagine it full of twinkling domes. Like, so cool. So maybe I should really retract expansion in this direction, which is the easy direction to expand in. It's all flat. Maybe I should just really ditch expansion in that area. Leave this power farm stuff alone back here and start moving the base out this way. The only thing I've got to build here is Starport, really, but hey, you know, we're eventually going to get to 300 people, or at least I assume we are. I plan to build this base out fully. So, definitely we're going to have lots more structures, so we'll just hold off. We'll hold off. We want patents. Because one way to make the base more efficient in terms of the number of structures, you have a limit on your total number of structures. So if I can get these great patents for bigger buildings and bigger machines, then I can build more efficiently here at the beginning and not have too much sprawl and wastage. So I can really focus where I want to. So we're doing that. We're working towards patents. We're working towards money. I should be on X4 just to get it over with, but well, I don't do that very often. It makes me nervous, and plus I actually enjoy watching the base. Okay, power generation's astonishing right now. Wow, just wow. And we're not even on that much wind. So that extra solar panel was a fine idea. Because now we're gonna fill up our chargers during most days. like 90% of days. We've got lots of oxygen. Trading ship is done. And we just get money, so they got no work of unloading to do. We're going to stay open to trading for the moment. Yeah, we've still got junk to sell, so we'll stay open to trading for the moment. Now, questions. Glad I built that out, Now we can start the transference here. So we're going to recycle that Vitra producer, and pop in a table. Oops, no. Furnish. There we are. And we're going to see if we can slip a lab table in there. Yep. Great. So that's 2 Vitra meat producers out. That means 2 Vitra meat producers in. We are not fooling around. And we're going to cram these little guys as best we can. Because eventually we're going to want more and more of this stuff, and this is only a small lab. So, okay, 2 out, 2 in, 2 out, 2 in. So it'll be 3 out this time. Although I don't think I'll get another lab table over there, so let's make it. Well, let's see what happens here. Let's take this one out. 92%, 93%. I'm wasting meat. That's okay. I'll wait for it. Good God. 2%, 3%. It's like watching it download. It's tiresome. As soon as that makes meat, and we're done. Yeah. So let's see if we can get another bench in there. If we can get another bench in that spot, then we'll leave those other 2 Vitra meat producers up for the moment. No, we can't. So we're going to end up putting a Vitra meat back there. Vitra meat returns to there. Yep, this is what happens when you're not the best manager in the world. It's a good thing I'm not in charge of real people. I guess mistakes are always made. Right? Mistakes are always made, and I'm not waiting for the meat this time. I'm just putting in a med lab table. This is a bit of a head planning. This is, you know, a bit of a head planning. That's all it is. We'll need another medicinal pad, too, in the... God, would you just give me the building? Thank you. So, oh, I shouldn't be impatient. I must need a rest or something. So there's absolutely no way. That's it. That's all she wrote. So we got a Vitra meat and 4 med benches. That should be pretty good. 4 med benches should be pretty good. I forgot to count how many Vitra meats we just ditched, but that's okay because there's only a certain number that'll fit in the new lab, and we're going to go put them in right now. We're just going to go wall to wall with the Vitra meat when I find the lab. Oh, you wait till the base is big and you'll see me get lost. It's because of my sense, well, you could call it a sense of direction or you could call it a sense of spatial relations, but I can't, you know, I've been IQ tested, and one of the things on the test was there were various different puzzles, like a maze with an electric pen that would buzz if you hit the edge, and there were jigsaw puzzles, and there were other stuff. And they gave me my test results. They're not really supposed to do that. They gave me my test results. And my sense of spatial relations was astonishingly poor. They said I was at approximately a developmentally troubled 6-year-old level on that. And it's true. I get lost. I mean, I live in a town with maybe 3 roads, and admittedly they all wind and turn and interconnect, and they change names and stuff like that, because it's a very old town. It's a gold rush town. Very old for the West Coast, new for the rest of the world. And I must say, I get lost here. I've been here 12 years now in this town, and I just now don't get lost, you know, giving people directions to the ferry and stuff like that. But I still don't know the rest of the island or even the back streets of my town. I went to vote, and it's at the elementary school. I've gone past the elementary school hundreds of, well, okay, maybe several dozen times. I don't know how many times in the last 12 years. And I had to ask a bypasser directions to the elementary school. And of course I was going the right way because there's only one road. This being the place it is, nobody looked sideways at me. Everybody has each other's back here. There's neighbors know stuff and they never say stuff, you know. You do get the occasional conflict, you know, with people because everyone lives here full time. We got to live with each other. But for the most part, man, this is one peaceful place. This is one peaceful place. And nobody looks at you funny if you get lost in your own hometown. It's okay to be a freak here, which is probably one of the major reasons I stay here. Okay, back to the game. Enough talk about the town. Up on the mountaintop, when you start talking silly stuff, you have to go up on the mountain and look down and contemplate. And it looks like our power system is finally back to snuffleupagus. We could even add another collector now. Generations up to adding another collector. We're waiting for patents before we do any demolishing and rebuilding of power. So I'd actually like to remain pretty static on the power system if we can. Let's see how fast we're drinking it up here on low production. Yeah, okay, no production. We got 0 production. How fast does it go down? It's not bad. Well, we're going to experiment with that. If it says power storage critical, I'll shut down the base. Okay. I'll pay attention. I'll pay attention. Spares are holding firm. Trading ship. What have you got? We don't really need steel. We don't really need spares. We're okay on bioplastic. We just spent a lot on builds. Oh, yeah. We do need that. Oh, it's only 300. Well, now it's 465. And his hold's half full. So we'll dump some junk into here. Don't want to lose all our vegetables because we're going to build a bar. And to celebrate getting this turbine patent, our colonists get a bar. Okay, that's nowhere near the right value. Let's pull back there and start selling expensive stuff. Yeah, it's going to be... We're going to spend some base cash. No doubt on the matter. We're going to spend some base cash. We're gonna get close to it. I don't want to spend more stuff than that, so the rest of it we'll spend in money. This is what the money's for. This is why the base is trying to save money right here. That's a pretty exciting find. Boy, will I be saving game. Like, what if my computer quits all of a sudden or something? I'll definitely be saving game. Oh, I hope my computer doesn't quit. It's fairly old, this computer. Okay, we're not even looking twice. You don't look twice when you get a patent like that. In fact, you save game even if it runs a chance of screwing up the AI on loading the trader. I ran into that a couple times last game. I saved game with a trader and stuff on the pad, and then when I reloaded, my AI wouldn't finish loading the trader, and the trader left all the stuff that I had loaded into it already and didn't give me anything. And they had plenty of spare hands to do the work. They just kept doing other stuff. So there was an AI bug, and it was able to be corrected by just reloading a little earlier. I'm a frequent saver. And after that, I just tried never to save with a ship on the pad. I think it's only a bug that happens when you have like 3 billion robots and people. I think the program starts to have a little trouble scheduling it. That bot self-repair thing is busy, and we're definitely putting in a second one because I want my bots to last, and it does free up an engineer. So that cost us 2 semiconductors, but we've got the semiconductors to build it. So we're going to put that in because our bots need care just like our workers. We care about them too. You hear me, CR7? We care about you, and you could go use your own repair facility. We'll have it all ready for you. Oh, we're getting a Goliath patent. That's really great. That's really great. What's our overall condition? We're at excellent. Our staff is very low. 53 colonists. I mean, we're tight on staffing. We're tight on staffing. We're trying to work in with the bots, and we're trying to get money for patents. I mean, we're getting trade going on here, and we're going to get money for patents. Now, we are loading a ship, so we can expect some maintenance issues in biology. We are getting some maintenance issues in biology, to the point where we might have to bring in biologists again. We are going to hold off on that. We did throw in those extra maize pads, and I think we now probably have 2 or 3 more tissue synthesizers than we used to. But that's great. It'll give the colonists more food to eat, and we will trade that vitra meat. And eventually when the population's up, that'll be, you know, they'll be eating a low meat diet, because I probably won't build another lab. Boy, have we got a ton of vitra meat stuff going on. Maybe I could pull that vitra meat out. That stops biologists walking that extra corridor right there. So I could pop that one out. I've got to go adjust. Yeah, let's just blow it away. We can put it in later. I got to go adjust these to produce different types of meat. So that's chicken. We'll wait for that to finish, and then we'll switch to beef. We're going to switch that straight to pork. I'll leave that on chicken. I'll do beef. And I'll do pork. Goliath turbine patent acquired. I'm going to switch off trading for the moment. And let the base recover. And now we have to celebrate. The bots are celebrating because they've got bot auto repair, and that's about the most fun they ever get to have. Lynn Pope. Go do some work, Lynn. Going to get vegetables. Build a bot to do it for you. Whatever. Work has to get done, and they do share tasks, and that's great. So, are the staff going to handle this? Are the staff going to handle this? Yeah, I think the staff are going to handle it. Wow. Well, boy, at the beginning of this base I was panicking at every meteor, but I guess we're a little more robust now. We're a little more likely to survive bad things. Look at that. Storage is down to half overnight. Well. And with half wind power, we're not generating enough juice. Well, we have the Goliath turbine patent now. So we will start considering our first Goliathage. That's going to involve ripping out a little one and putting in a big one. That's how she goes. And it's going to be slow. One by one, because we only dare pull out one at a time. Okay, we got solar power and the wind's low, so blow that thing up. Pow. And then people have to come and get that stuff, don't they? Dandy, because we can't build it until people come and get that stuff. Because I do want it there. I don't want to mess with this. I don't want to build into here. I could go that way. See if it fits. Massive. No, it could go here, but that blocks all development of engineering. Boy, is it big. Well, I'm not really willing to recycle this metal. What's our grid at? If we go down to 30%, I'll disable the base. Until then, we're going to be fine. I'm going to save game. And get this done, guys. Whoa, he took a jump. Ooh, I think I made the microphone clip there. But he took a jump. I swear that bot just took a flying jump off a cliff. I wonder if he got like mass wear from it. No, I don't think they have mechanics like that in this game. The pathfinding is just that. It's just pathfinding. It has nothing to do with collision models or anything like that. I think they attempt to avoid having people walk through each other, but it's not a very serious attempt, I'll tell you that. Build it. Double connect it, because that's part of the permanent power system. That is going to be great. I think they're slightly more spares efficient per megawatt. The big ones. Like if you have a lot of small ones, you're going to spend a bit more spares per megawatt. But the ratio is, I think, fairly marginal on that. To get a real advantage on spares, you're going to have to rebuild to all large size. And we're going to do that very much one at a time. Very much one at a time. This is a mess. I hate this. It was all built for pure expedience. The only part of it I remotely like is the telescope. It's going to have to go. It's just going to have to go. How's power? Fine. But if we go down to 30%, I'm shutting off the base. What do we got in here? We got lots of vegetable production. It's great, even though we're mushrooms. So we're going to put in more maize. Or maybe a high production starch here. Let's go with potato. And do we have one more box over here? No, place is packed. So we'll just put in that potato pad. See if that pulls off enough starch. And these mushroom pads, see, they're low production and low maintenance, like the maize. So they represent a capability to adjust output. We can crank output. If the bar starts taking all the vegetables, we can crank output. And probably not kill our biology staff. It'll just be a certain percentage more maintenance, not like a whole dome of it. They're getting this done nice and quick. I'm very happy. Even with the double connection, we had lots of steel, and so they were able to pop it out here quick. Just X4 that and let them finish it. I hope this is an engineer, but it's not. So it goes, get her built, guys. Get her built. We need the juice. Yeah, we need the juice, guys. Get her built. All right. Loving it. Look, it's on and running. Hey, you didn't build the connections. Are you kidding? You built that and you didn't build the connections. Well, thanks, Constructor Bot. I mean, you're almost worn out. And that guy went off to bed and you're like dying and you saved the day with that. I was really, you know, like... Okay, engineering, are you short-staffed or something, guys? Well, if we get a Constructor Bot patent, then engineering might be less short-staffed. Semiconductors are, yeah, sort of steady. We're going to switch arms production back on, because we've got plenty of steel, bioplastic's okay, and arms is going on. Because even with just the one bot factory, we are staying ahead of the game. Yeah, bots are increasing. So no reason to go with another bot factory until we get a Constructor Bot patent. I guess we'll go with one bot factory per patent, is how we'll do it. Our telescope's not manned. Oh, he's a worker, not an engineer. Yeah, we got an engineer carrying spares to storage. That's great, pal. And I bet you there's stuff that needs spares sitting out here too, you know. Like, my engineering team is a little short-handed. They're having trouble staying organized. They are keeping the systems working well. So replacing with Goliath actually increased spares drain for now because we did a direct replacement. Whatever. That's fine. Not gonna worry. We're celebrating the patent. They get their damn bar. They get their bar. Biology is unimpressive. We might need more biologists. I'm not liking the way it's shaping up there. Still, more bots are coming, more bots are coming. So, our scope's manned again. We only have one scope and one laser. So, it's not really that much defense for us, unfortunately. Look, I said I'd celebrate for them. I said I would. I'd like another storage. And I'd like it close to the airlocks. So we want another storage and another security center, and we want a bar. That's a massive amount of building. That's a massive amount of building. Okay, these guys are on it. You know, I think we're just bringing in a pair of biologists, or maybe one biologist, or maybe three. Not a lot I can do on that. I don't like to have so much biology staff. I want more engineers and guards. I mean, it's not like totally a personal preference thing. It's that the things that the engineers and guards do are becoming very important to this base. If we need the staff, we need the staff. We cannot have food production fail, so we absolutely can't have food production fail. We'll let them just build stuff up a little bit here. They do need their bar. They're not unhappy. Ah! Oh, right, X1. That's what's going to save you, is going down to X1 and yellow. Wow, scary. I'm scared. Wait a minute, it's night. Okay, I am gonna see if we get a solar flare imminent or a solar flare at all. Because we're detecting a solar flare at night here. It's still night for a while. Yes, I've locked down the base. Damn straight. But you can't have a solar flare at night. And that, how early is the detection here? I mean, we got the scope on. Okay, if I don't see a solar flare imminent, and I don't see that huge gamma come that blasts the screen, then I'm going to really wonder about the solar flare thing. And I'm going to command builds while they're locked down, I think. Can the power system handle builds? A minute ago I was like, yay, power's incredible. Now I'm thinking like, poo. Day's just starting and we're at 50% with no wind, so actually power's pretty sturdy. Can probably hold another build, and we probably have enough oxygen for another build. Although again, well, we've got 2 oxygen generators here, but if we put a bar in, it could get crowded, that sort of thing. Might run into low oxygen pressure. And what we want is airlock 1, airlock 2, airlock 3, all serving 2 pads. So is it flare territory here? I haven't seen the imminent sign. Everyone's going to get exhausted from being on alert for so long. I guess you're not supposed to jam on the alert the second it's detected. I guess that's too quick. I'm a little confused about the whole solar flare at night thing. I mean, maybe it's just nice early detection so we can be safe for the morning, but too bad we don't detect those. Nobody on the scope. That's a bit lame. We kind of need someone on the scope. Good, we got someone on the scope. Oh no, we got biologists coming in and they're gonna get irradiated, aren't they? That's pretty funny. Well, pad off, pad off, pad off. And we got 2. Perfect. I'm absolutely cool with 2. Get inside, guys. I've got a feeling the weather's going to turn nasty. We were going to be on lockdown so long the medics and guards are going to be freaking exhausted. And the medics don't produce medical supplies when we're on flare either, I don't think. Okay, half the day's gone by with no flare. I mean, it seems like a pretty bright day, I'll give you that. But I haven't seen a solar flare imminent sign, and I've had my yellow alert on for half game day. So, kind of inclined to take the alert off. I'm very curious about that. Maybe I'll leave the alert on the whole day. I mean, they are going to get tired of that. They're going to be really annoyed with that. Well, the guard on security has no Zeds yet. Yeah, maybe I'll just leave the alert on the whole day and I'll start planning some stuff here. So, more storage. This airlock's perfect. This is the one I want to rebuild, so we can leave that alone. So, more storage and a bar, and then the 3rd airlock way out this way. So, yeah. Okay. And this alert thing's ridiculous. So we're going to build another mega storage facility. Like so. Maybe try to get it a bit closer in, like so. It's good. I like it. Okay. And as soon as night falls, we're taking off the alert. They can stay inside till then, so. We can build at night. Oh, can the water system handle that? Maybe. Okay, we are going to run the damn alert all day. And then if we get a solar flare alert at night again after that, then just basically forget it, you know. Just forget it. At least we can do all this build planning, eh? Kind of fun. Do the bar now. Bar will be here. Oh boy, we're planning a major extension to the complex here, like really. Power and water, seriously? We're gonna need more power and more water then. Okay, that alert is coming off. Okay, this is major building. This might be a mistake. So storage, what kind of power does that chew up? 5.5, yeah. So we need another Goliath. We need another Goliath. Okay, the alert's coming off. I did not see a solar flare. And the guards are tired. Okay, so gonna need more water. I want to make a mess around the edges. See, that would have been a nice spot for a cabin, right? Like, seriously, I like the cabin up against the mountain kind of thing. The cabin up against the mountain kind of thing. But those are zero maintenance items, so throwing them out at a distance isn't so bad. Oh, would it fit over here? Maybe I'll pull it out and put it over here. Oh. Oh, wait. Yeah, it does. There was something. Yeah, we had something. Come on. Where are you? There. Okay, pull that one out. And we need another Goliath. And hopefully they'll catch up with everything. Okay, we don't want the turbine too far. Engineering's going to continue out this way. We don't want the turbine too far from anything. Okay, we'll work on base appearance as we go, okay? Boy, are we about to use up a lot of steel. And I might have to turn off the base a little. If it goes down to 30%, I will. Yeah, if it goes down to 30%, I will. And power collectors are zero maintenance devices. The only time they need maintenance is if they get hit. So, we're gonna swig this in here somewhere. Yeah, we'll just chain it. Oh, gee, we could have had the engineering sector go behind the mountain, you know, like. Oh man, I'd like to improve everything here. You know, I'd just like to improve everything here. I don't really love the appearance that we're getting. I mean, okay, we're succeeding in our focus on trade, we're celebrating our successful build, all that stuff, but this power structure and stuff it's clumsy looking. It's clumsy looking. We're gonna rope that together and keep it. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna let them build. Because they got a lot of work to get done right now. And not that much to get it done with. So, good thing we have lots of spares, basically. Pfft. I think those extra biologists... Oh man, we've still got some biology maintenance. It is night. But yeah, like these are wearing out. Yeah, it is night, so... See how they do in the daytime. It is night and we are doing a huge build-out. Like a huge build-out. The build-out to the point where we're probably going to have to trade for materials, actually. We've used up all our steel now. Traumatized worker. We got med supplies. We got all that. We got that. We got that. We could take out a Vitrame producer. Yeah. Take out a chicken producing machine. No, it's right at the door. It's easier to maintain. Oh, seriously? Do you care? Take out a pork producing machine. Whatever. Let's take one out. We got lots of Vitrame. I think I'll take 2 out. More concerned with vegetables than I am with Vitrame. So, pop 2 of those out. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, that's good, that's good. Storage is going up. They may refuse to build those connections because they create trapped areas. Oh no, they did this one. That's nice. And then we're going to run into water problems. Not to mention power problems. Maybe we should try to trade for some steel. Oh, we got steel coming. We got steel coming. Or it's the short point. Need that Drillerbot patent, right? Or we need another bloody mine. 3 mines already? That would seem crazy. No, if we can keep 2 mines fully manned, then they'll chug out the ore quick enough. But, yeah. At least we usually have someone on telescope. That's a bonus. That is a bonus. O2 generator. And at last their bar. At last their bar. At last. As the power system grinds and struggles and everything else is terminally difficult. Power systems, it's okay, it's okay. It's actually recharging in a low wind here, and we are putting another Goliath up. And another collector up. That's a collector. That's a water doodler. And that's a Goliath. And we need a lot of steel for all this. And we're a little short on steel. Looks like the O2 generator is going to come online pretty quick, though. It's kind of cool. Nice. Everything is great. We sure need that. Oh, whoa. Base management, security, yellow alert. Get inside. Don't get hurt. Fast as you can. Is anybody out here? Get out. Run. Get inside. Get in the house. Is he getting blasted? Oh no! He's getting blasted. Did he get sick? He got sick. So we got 1 down. Oh, shit. I hope everybody got inside. The devil! I guess there was no one on scope. Well, let's watch the sick base. We got 1. I think we only had 1. Jeez, it just didn't give me any warning. It just didn't give me any freaking warning. It didn't give me any warning. Bummer. I hope there's a medic ready on station for that person. Medics are supposed to be on super duty during these alarms, so we're assuming they'll be quick. Yeah, that's the medic right there. Rosendo Burke. She's been with us for a while. Looks like we only had the 1 radiation victim. Oh, that's a relief, isn't it? Thanks, Rosendo. You're good. Good job. Good job, Rosendo. Okay, the music of evil is fading out there. I like the danger music. Do 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 do. Okay, don't let me sing. Please God, don't let me sing. I like the danger music. And the danger music's faded, but we've still got this huge gamma going. Okay, last time I got a flare warning, it must have just happened at night. I wonder if we get more solar. Oh, yes we do. I've never seen it produce 465 before. That's hilarious. Well, that's how you know it's still flaring, I guess. When that power falls off, I'll kill the alert, eh? It fills the cells up real good. That's a pleasure. Steel problem. We had a problem with the steel. We've got a little issue. We're gonna have a spares crunch and everything else crunch if we don't get more steel made. Still, we were able to build up extra steel, so I'm assuming we can handle this build out. Okay, I'm expecting the power to drop off. I am expecting the power to drop off. Instead, it goes up. The wind must have come blasting up. Maybe that Goliath is really the booster, man. Maybe it wasn't the solar panels. I'm gonna say we're okay here. Yeah, I'm gonna let people continue with their work. Oh boy, we're gonna try to trade for some steel or something. Yeah, let's get it going. Maybe we'll get lucky on a patent, because they're done what building they can do right now. They're pretty much done what building they can do. They'll get that O2 generator fired up in a second, and then our water system will go kerplunk. Yeah, our water system will go kerplunk. Max 22. Okay, well, maybe we'll have some good days on water before we get that additional water collector or water extractor built out. Once we get that large water extractor built out, then we can start about getting rid of that little guy. It's not necessary. Okay, I may have to shut off this O2 generator actually to keep the water situation cool. Quite possible that I'll have to shut it off. We shall see. We shall see. We're gonna let it try for a minute, and if it says structure out of water, we'll just shut down that O2 generator because we do have lots of oxygen. I'm putting this in because we're gonna have a bar here, and then we're gonna probably keep extending colony out this way. So we are going to definitely be needing it anyway. Okay, water went up to 17 out of 18, and we have a max of 22, and we do have one water tower, so actually probably handle that. The bar is going to draw water too. Boy, close calls everywhere. But we do have, well, look at all these vegetables. Well, we'll put in a lot of drinks machines. And starch is still low, so we're going to blow out a mushroom pad and replace it with maize. Yeah. Okay. And we'll make that the tuning for now because we want that vegetable overproduction for the moment. Gives us a little bit of extra trading goods. It gives us food security. They're not going to go bad in there, in the storage unit. So I think they do builds in the order you set them out. No, they've put a little work into it over here. It's cool. Yeah, we're going to try to trade for some steel or some ore. If we can get ore or steel in. I don't want to bring in staff yet. I mean, I think the robot fleet's still expanding here. I suppose it'll level off somewhere. We're up to 14 bots now. But as long as we keep getting more bots, I'm going to just avoid staff for the moment. That guy didn't die. It would have told me if he died. And starch is low, so we're putting in the one maize, taking out the one mushroom. No maintenance issue. Mushroom and maize are both low maintenance, so they're the same. Or I assume they're the same. I think the game doesn't have like wildly fine stuff there. They put together the structure and algorithm of the game very, very well. I'm actually, when I went to see the game on Steam, I took a look at it. There were a lot of negative comments about this game, and I took a quick glimpse of some gameplay video of it on internet or YouTube, you know, where we are now. I liked it, so I got it. And yeah, I don't have any complaints. My only complaint is that maybe there isn't more of it. You know, more content, some plot stuff, some more planets, some more variables, But I love the balance, and I gotta respect what it took to achieve that kind of game balance. Probably a lot of playtesting, plus a lot of very good design. This is a real classic. This is a real classic. I personally find this 1,000 times more entertaining than SimCity or similar ones. It's unassuming, it's mellow, it promotes values of ecological soundness. Even with 2 VitraMeat producers removed there, we're still whamming on the VitraMeat. We could put in a new meal maker. We don't need to because we've got lots of hot meals, but we've got room for a new meal maker. And the poor buggers, they have no bar. And I promised them one. Okay, before this episode ends, they're going to get their bar. I'm going to go up on the mountaintop here, and I'm going to save game, and check the grid, which is doing just fine. It's huge. And then I'm going to fast forward till we get a trader and see if we can't get some steel. And we'll just watch everyone going about their business. And a trader comes right on in. And now we don't even have to come off our mountaintop. We can actually transport down to the trader as soon as it lands. You can do this with any notification in the game. You get a notification, you click it, you're there. So that's actually a nice feature. He's got ore and money. We want ore. And we want money. So let's see what we can fill his hold with, eh? Hold down the button. And we'll just sell veg. And we'll just get what we get. If we make a bit, that's great. We don't need to tune this out to make a fortune. We don't need to sell expensive stuff that costs steel to make. That would be dumb. So we're selling vegetables and we're trading. And we get ore. Not too impressive, frankly, but Sarite. It'll help us. It'll help us. We're desperate on steel, eh? We're just freaking desperate on steel. But yeah, ore shortage is indeed holding up steel. So it goes. And spares production is going to be dead because of the lack of steel too. This is the problem with a big build out. Like this, is that when you're trying to run a low staff base and be efficient, you choke out on something like steel. And then you're gonna, I mean, we want our trading status to give us what we need. And it ain't. So we gotta wait for the next trader. And it'll take a while to load this trader, and it'll strain the population quite a bit. They're in great shape though. They're in great shape. As long as nothing flies down from the sky and kills them. And we're making enough power, that's wonderful. Really happy. But always, always be a bit extra robust on power despite slowing down the bar. I'm sure the colonists understand. They're working hard to get their bar. They will get their bar. We'll have plenty of bioplastic to furnish it by the time it finally gets here. And we'll have plenty of vegetables to feed the drinks machines. We're going to put in lots of drinks machines. Because we haven't built them a recreational dome. All they've got is video screens for entertainment. They gotta have somewhere to go to relax. I think mostly their jobs are fairly physical. So, Recrea Dome can come later. It'll go right behind the bar, actually. I'll put the recreational dome right behind the bar. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, we gotta leave that on. So we got ore out of that. That's nice. That could go straight into metal processing. Yeah, that's really good. Look at that. The steel just goes sailing up. And that's wonderful because I wonder if I could shut off a mine. No. Actually, no. Not with ore production the way it is. There goes the constructor bot. It's done. Oh, well, there goes a traumatized worker. At least he's not quite done. But the constructor bot's gone. That means one less engineering hand available. It's a bit of a downer. That'll cause spares to tank, as usual. Well, we're on trading open, and we're trading for steel. Looking for steel. At least we got some ore, so our steel's going to climb. And we're going to fast forward till we get another trader. I don't know if it's boring to fast forward for you guys or not. For me, I'm just like, I kind of know where everything in the base is. I'm pretty satisfied with how it's all going. Very glad to get that extra storage built. If we're a trading base, we're a trading base, and we're not going to fool around. We're going to build up a lot of goods. Okay. Trading ship has landed. Nothing but money and medical supplies. Oh, right, we need another medicinal pad. Well, we'll take his money. And I guess we won't take anything else. I think we can sell him straight vegetables and meat for that money. Oh, we can sell him a lot of vegetables and meat, and we can probably buy some medical supplies. Why not? Should we buy the supplies themselves or the plants? Plants. Ew. Poopity doopity. Then his hold's not full. Take 2 of those back, take 1 of those out. And poop poop. Poop poop. 1 more. And now we're at 215, so we can have probably 1 of those. Maybe 2. No, not quite 2. Oh, isn't it tricky? Well, I'm not really inclined to sell stuff for nothing. 207 to 210 will do. Yep. Alright, let's do it. So that's okay. And how's the bot fleet? It will stabilize at some point. 13, yeah. And we had all that fast forwarding. Well, our constructor bot did just die, so the engineers are now shorter handed than they were. Sad thing. Okay, if bot production levels off or drops, and if the telescope stays unmanned too frequently, there's a guy coming to it right now, then we will bring in engineers. I am loath to bring in staff. I want things to run smoothly, and I want this base to get quite rich. I want that 585 to be like 5850 before we finish our expansion. I want to be able to buy what we need, and I want robot servants, and I want lots of comfortable stuff for the colonists, like private cabins and stuff. I want all of that stuff. So we're gonna work for money here. Our last base, well, the last base, you guys didn't get to see the development of it. I got right into the game. I played it pretty heavily, and I finished that base off. And then I thought, well, yeah, we'll do this like this, and have a different focus for this base. Instead of just being about succeeding, which is what the game is about, is a successful colony, we're going to have a sort of a bent towards trade. If we get a lot of guns made, we might even take up the arms trade, although that's not moral. It's immoral to trade guns, really. So, hey, the bar's up, sweet. We'll furnish it as soon as the trader's gone. Yeah. Another carrier bot gone. Does that bring us down to 12, or did we manufacture one in the interim? We manufactured one in the interim. Okay. So good. Okay, bar's built and O2ified. We need that water extractor because the bar is going to drain water. We didn't get any steel. What's wrong with him? Unhappy. Alex Rivera. Alex Rivera. That name's sort of familiar. Let's see. We're open to trading. We're not taking any staff on right now. And I could furnish up the bar. But that is going to drain water to furnish the bar. And water's pretty close. It's okay. We're going to furnish the bar. They don't have a lot else to do till they get steel. So we're going to have some drinks machines. Powermonger reached. Oh, we'll have the little video for it then. Oh, I missed it. There's a little picture. It says you are now generating a ton of power. It's, you know, it's very special. We'll have the drinks machines kind of along the doors on the way in. get some tables in here. Okay, so I believe each drinks machine handles only like 3 drinks. So that's like 12 drinks. We've got seating for 9. We'll put in seating for 12. And we'll put in a fountain back here. We'll put in a fountain back here. We'll put in some video screens. Or we can slam them on, but hey, how come it won't let me? Okay. Ooh! Gosh sakes! Whoa! Well, we'll go with 4 drinks machines and that amount of seating. We'll see what kind of business we see in the bar. And it's draining 0.5 of water, 0.75 of water. Okay, as they build each thing. Let's see. 1 water, 1.25 water. Yeah, so it'll be 1.5 water with the last drinks machine in. And that takes us over the edge. Oh, not while we're producing this much. But we really need additional water production now. We're going to be dipping into this probably on a pretty regular basis now. So, yep, that's the way that's going to be. Okay, the bar's done. So all that remains in this direction is to do a security center and an airlock. So we'll do a security center. We're not going to do them right now. I'm just going to kind of look and see security center, control center rather. Yeah, like so, and then the third airlock off it like so. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see if we can pick up some steel or something, some money, whatever. Something to get the base ahead a ways, eh? Trading ship has landed. Now he has all kinds of things. I think we're going to manage on spares. I mean, our steel production's broken right now, but what are you going to do? Now, he's got a driller bot for sale. It's pretty attractive. It was, you know, you buy a used robot, you get a used robot. It's like in Star Wars, man. This guy's like a Jawa here. Well, we're going to load his hold with what we've got, which is this. Like, why did I choose to trade vegetables? We're not going to sell anything expensive. We need it all. Do we want the driller bot, or do we just want to take his money? Because we'd have to spend money to get the driller bot. It'll free up a worker. No, we want the patent for the driller bot. Forget it. We want the money, honey. So, we've got some money left to spend with this guy. Now, the GM Onion patent. Sure, it'd be nice, because I think you get more production for your maintenance level with that. So, yeah, you know, that is kind of cool. Do we have enough to spend to get a gun? Not really, no. Fine, forget the gun. Well, we're not going to give him a hold full of vegetables for nothing. Pick up these spares then. Okay, that's cool. Pick up these medicinal plants. Whatever, right? We're not getting a very good balance, are we? Take those back. Geez, maybe we can pick up that gun. Maybe we could pick up that gun, eh? Oh, that puts him over. Thingy. Put the gun in. 210 to 185, so... Now we're at 225, and his hole's full. If I take that off, it'll be too low. Ah, they make it pretty tricky, don't they? They make it pretty tricky. No, 1 penny too high? Fine. You buggers. You tricky devils. So what are we getting? 40 cents, a spare, a gun, and a medical supply for some vegetables, or at a medical plant for some vegetables and a medical supply. It's okay, yeah, because yeah, it'll do. It's the medical thing, like we're making a funny trade. But we get a little money, we get a spare, we get a gun. That's fine, that's useful stuff for us. This is a trading base. And spares, we're going to run into a problem, so buying an extra one doesn't hurt. Let's see. That is ready to build. Yeah, that's awesome. Percy Gallegos or Gallegos or whatever. Percy's not that happy, and he's feeling a little shagged. He needs a 5-minute. He needs a 5-minute. He needs a little break. So, see how crowded the bar gets. We got 2 engineers talking to each other instead of freaking working. What's their happiness level like? That's a good question. I have this funny feeling about drinking and happiness, you know. You know how it works in real life, too. You know, you drink a little, you get pretty happy. You drink a lot, you're not happy. Ever. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know these things. Now I have to go up on the mountaintop. Every time I do something like that, I gotta go up on the mountaintop, because if you're gonna philosophize, you better do it from the right location. Lots to go into the trader there. We are so close to finishing this massive build. I think we only need 1 steel to finish our massive build, so we don't have to trade for steel anymore. Our production will come back online. Our production will come back online. Our steel will build back up. Now, how are these doing? So it's got vegetables, it's chugging. It's not fully loaded with vegetables. It's got vegetables, it's chugging. It's got vegetables, it's chugging. And that does make 12 drinks. You know, could almost use 1 more drinks machine in that bar. We're going to leave it for now. It's good for now. At least they've got their bar. They can go for a celebratory drink and stuff. We'll just... You didn't finish the connection. And how tired are you? Well, you're a little hungry and a little thirsty. Fair enough, but that's not very hard work there, buddy. Biology is holding the fort. They're doing a great job. And they're overproducing massively. So biology is fully staffed. Biology is... Oh yeah, don't save with that thing on the pad, man. I think it can screw everything up. Biology is fully staffed. We have to let steel recover before we attempt any more builds. I wish someone would come and finish this. Who's this? He's carrying spares to a solar panel. Okay, that's a fine task, but we kind of need our water extractor online. Guys, I mean, I'm not really kidding with you. Yeah, we're starting to get enough bots that they're doing most of the slug work for loading this trader. Look at them go. I won't even know them by number anymore. CR9, CR whatever, CR12, CR14. Each one of them is numbered in sequence that it was built or bought by the base. So that's the 14th carrier bot we've owned up till his point. There might be a CR15 out there somewhere. Bots dropped. Bots just dropped off. Oh, probably because steel got choked. Right, because steel got choked. No biggie. And that's spares, medicinal plants, and a gun. That's cool. Nothing wrong with those things. Do I turn arms back on and just assume everything will catch up with everything else? Pfft, I don't know. Well, we're done our builds. At least when some engineers arrive, we're done our builds. Okay, it's probably time to fast forward a little. Are you gonna go build that? Boy, they're gonna need an airlock out that way, aren't they? Yep. Yep, they are. I mean, they'll have a 3rd airlock on the pad area here, so... And that's all zero maintenance stuff. Actually, that's all completely zero maintenance stuff, so... Are you gonna get this done? Yeah, they got that done. Oh, that's nice. And yeah, there's a bot in self-repair, so I'm glad I put 2 self-repairs in. Those cost 2 semiconductors each. They're not a joke. Okay, now I'm seeing sad faces everywhere. I put in a bar, and I'm seeing sad faces everywhere. I've got a bunch of drunks. Thirsty and sad drunks. Okay, maybe I'm overreacting. I gave them this bar as a celebration. I hope they're enjoying it. It looks like they're enjoying it. It's fairly busy. How's the machines holding? They're cranking along. Definitely going to keep up with the old demands there, I think. So we'll leave it with the seating levels it's got, and we'll just consider... See, he's unhappy now. It's Percy. He was unhappy earlier. Go take a break, Percy. Take 5, bud. Take 5. Look at him. Look at him working. Darning his socks in the night when there's nobody there. So they do get happy when they drink, but I don't know. I think they might have slipped something in where they get faster unhappiness or something. I'm just suspicious. I'm just suspicious of that. Grid is great. Percy's gonna die out there, man. The grid is massive. We're doing great on power. Really happy with that. It's those Goliaths, I guess. It's not like we put in a bunch more solar or anything like that. It's these big monsters. I don't think I can tell what individual generation is. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, they generate a lot. They generate almost twice as much as the small ones. Definitely worth replacing. And okay, with the power system this robust, I can finally afford to get rid of all this. I've gotten so used to it, it doesn't even look ugly to me anymore. But I kind of want it out of here. We'll need to take that out and replace it with a Goliath. Well, maybe we do, maybe we don't. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. That could actually end up staying. Don't have to convert everything over. Well, definitely, like, look at these messy, messy power farms. That's probably going to stay. I guess that's just going to stay. It is what it is. Oh, why won't those two connect? Oh, that's... Actually, what's the point of having these guys triple connected if they've only got one connection to the... I think I screwed up. Nothing but money. And his hold's not too full. Well, let's just see what we can do here. Yeah, see, there you go. The vegetable... Oh, that's vitamin, not vegetables. Either way, the vegetables are going to go much lower now because of the buying of... or the acquiring of the bar. So we can take some of this junk off this guy's hands, eh? Guess we can keep trading for those. We can keep trading for those. Instead of building a new medicinal pad out here. Starch is good. Veg production's massive. Let's put in a medicinal pad. These guys are having no trouble handling things. We'll just put in an increased veg pad to balance it. So I'm going to put in medicinal pad right there. Then we'll just recycle that mushroom pad and put in something faster. Onions. That should balance. Or sort of balance. Semi-balance. Whatever. That'll semi-balance. Okay, everything's working. Grid's working. Bar's working. Oxygen and water are fine. So really, we're now approaching the redesign phase of things. We want to buy more patents. We're pretty great on most things here. We're doing okay. Steel's up. And this. What did I do here? Why won't these two items connect to each other? Don't understand it. Really, why wouldn't those two just connect? Well, you know, we've got so much grid storage here. I'm going to just try and remake it. I'm just... Boom! And I'm just going to try and remake it to connect properly. That was like pointless wiring done there, so I'm going to try to remake that to connect properly. And they'll take away those steel and put them into other production, and that's fine because I think we have enough storage for the moment. I'm not going to get any more buildings in there. Not really, anyway. So, yeah, get rid of that. Gee. Maybe put another collector back where it was. Or maybe just build one going there. Well, I kind of like the idea of the base wrapping into here. Because I like a cabin tucked up against the rocks. So we'll let them clear that away, and then we'll try and get a connector in there that connects to both spots. We're getting the ships loaded pretty quick, given how few people we have. I go over to the bot workshop to see how many bots we have. So self-repair is pretty busy, actually. Self-repair is pretty busy. But there's no lineup. There's no actual lineup for it. They have to travel a ways to get to the self-repair. It's kind of unfair on them. A second bot facility will maybe happen someday. All I got from that guy was money and some medicinal plants, I believe, so we're going to be fine on that. And there's the last of that steel taken out of there, so now I can go ahead and replace that collector. And there's got to be a spot where it joins onto both things, or joins onto two things anyway. There's nowhere where it joins onto that. That's quirk of the game, eh? Quirk of the game. So it's not a lot of improvement. It'll be a little better. There's no, there's no huge need for all this monstrous redundancy anyway. Oh, I think I had it for a second there. I swear I saw it. I swear I saw a multi-point connection. Oh, wiggle wiggle, says the mouse. There's like 1 pixel around here somewhere where it will actually do this. Oh, that's kind of neat. We're going to do that. We're going to connect that all together. Like that. Hilarious. Wait a minute. Get that out of there. There's room for another building in this mess. Yeah, there's room for another building in here. Get that collector further out of the way. Yeah, if I used the small one, I could put it anywhere. Oh, phooey. Okay, I'll put it over here. I want a cabin over there. Gosh darn it. I mean, seriously. If I put it there, there's no room for a building. If I put it here, there's room for a building. Pooh, who wants a cabin next to a power collector, really, eh? But if I put it in here, there's no room for building, is there? Let's find out. Install and then grab a building. And there's room for a building. Okay. Good. That's dealt with. Steel's building back up. Look, they put it all in there. Smart guys. Smart guys. Wonder if that building structure that I put in there should be a bloody airlock. Well, we're gonna have a third airlock over here. Gonna have a third airlock over here. There's only one airlock on this end of the base, which has decent access to the maintenance areas. Okay, so we are really approaching capability to rebuild right now. And we're building up more money too, which is really what we wanted. So that's great. It'd be nice to have a little more meteor defense, more telescopes, stuff like that. We're going to stick with what we've got. The base build is going to hold out as it is. I wonder if a recreational dome will fit in there for them. I wouldn't even build a big one because I've never seen them use a big one. Look! Well, how can I say no? It's just too cool, man. Awesome. Totally cool. Oh, yeah. I'm down. I'm into it. They get a Recrea Dome. Grid handle it? Grid'll handle it. Grid'll handle it. So today was a day devoted to the colonists, I must say. Saving game auto 2, that probably tells me I should call the episode. I've been recording episodes that are much too long. I know more experienced game channel guys or whatever definitely seem to keep it down to the 20-minute range, and that's probably sensible because, well, in my case, upload speed is so bad that uploading an hour or an hour and a half long video literally takes me 15, 16 hours, maybe more. And it means leaving my computer on overnight, which is, it's not that beneficial to the system, you know? It's all very well cooled. You wouldn't believe my cooling systems. I run room temperature, put it that way, and I'm not using liquid nitrogen or water or anything. It's air cooled, but it is very well cooled. Trading ship, that'll be the last one we do this episode then. That'll be the last trading ship this episode. But yeah, I've got this upload choke point on the episodes, and the files are huge. I'm recording them in FLV because that's what this software does. I can convert it to MP4. I got a little software thing for that. But to tell you the absolute truth, what was I saying? Well, the files are huge. The files are huge. And I'm gonna have to probably adjust the speed or the amount or whatever. So, oh, colossal panel patent. We want. Okay, so do we just spend straight money? Cost 600. We've got 150 worth of vittles, vitro vittles and vegetables on here. We could sell some other stuff. I don't want to sell spares. Look how low we are. I could sell medical supplies. Yeah, that saves us $1, so that's good. And we're not going to die on medical supplies. I don't want to take it under 7 though, so the rest of it we're going to spend base money. And just take that up to 600 right now. Whoops. Don't want to spend all the basis money. Okay, so we get the massive panel patent. We don't get a single dime. We lose a lot of money. We're not going to buy anything else. Nothing else. We're doing that trade. That was a nice thing to get. It turns out that solar panels aren't a complete disaster on this planet. Fine, you know, like, look, I put some in and I needed them. But look, we can get rid of stuff like this now. We're going to pull all that junk out and replace it with the big stuff. And that'll save us structures. I am guessing, let's see, like 80 output versus 50 output. So if I take out 3 of these large panels, I can replace them with 2 of the massive panels. I wonder if they'll fit in there. I sincerely doubt it. Well, maybe that'll get replaced with power collectors, whatever, something else. Another meteor laser, something else. We're not going to do it all instantaneously. Put too much strain on the base. We are going to save game and fast forward our way out of this current situation so that we can end the episode. Just get that trader loaded, get that patent bought. It won't take long. Won't take long. Look, that collector's going to fill right up. That's so nice, you know. How's our condition in general? Condition excellent. Bots have leveled off, but that's because steel production went boom. Because of all this work that we've put in on the base. And now that's wired in a little more sensibly. It's still maybe a little, like, be nice if we could just do that, right? No, not gonna happen, so. Not gonna happen. Trader's probably almost full. Yeah, almost full. Then we'll get that patent. And next time we'll come back and start applying that patent. We'll let them finish building the Recreadome too. Colossal panel patent acquired. Is Buddy going to build himself into a trap? That'd be pretty funny. Lost a robot. No, are they going to build that connection? Yeah, they are. Good. I kind of wanted it. Okay, so that's built. We will furnish that next episode. We're going to give them some lovely stuff to play with in there. These colonists are just going to have so much fun. And that's also services for visitors. When we get the big interstellar pad in, it's going to be nice to have this and maybe even some extra sleeping bunks available for visitors. So everybody's working hard, everybody's doing their thing. We are going to make it through the day. Food's solid. The grid is solid. Oh yeah, the grid is fine. We're really doing well on that. Oxygen is fine. We've got a bar in. Ore and steel are so slow. So slow. And if bot production falls off, like if we pass a critical loss point with steel, and bot production falls off, we're just going to kill the pad right now. I don't want a trader showing up while I'm trying to end the episode. Yeah. So if bot production falls off due to steel failure, we're going to bring in more workers. We'll just bring in workers. If not, we'll let it restabilize and keep going as we are. I think we're mostly good here. So I'm going to call the episode there. I hope you guys all had a great time. I sure did. And we'll see you all next time. Bye for now.